I'm about to give you guys 5 dropshipping tips that I used in the last few years to go from 0 to something. And you guys can use these right now if you're learning dropshipping to get you 10 steps ahead of the game. So this first tip might be a little more on the common sense side, but for most people and me myself, I didn't know this. And knowing this can save you a ton of money. And it's basically that you don't need a new Shopify store for each product. Let me explain. For an example, say you're selling a dinosaur and the dinosaur doesn't sell and it doesn't work and you make no money on it. You don't have to go and spend another $40 on a Shopify store. You can just literally turn that product off, add your new product and customize the store around it. So then it looks like a brand new store, but it's the same one. And on top of this, I wish I had this deal that I have access to now. And it's basically that you can get a Shopify subscription for only $1 a month for 3 months. That's only $3 for 90 days. And usually it's $39.99 a month. So if you want to start your store today, just hit the link in the description and claim that $1 trial. I honestly couldn't imagine starting a dropshipping business without knowing the second tip. And you probably already know it, but there's spy tools now that can show you if stores are actually getting sales or not and how much they're spending on ads. But when I started, there was none of this. So I was just finding a product that someone else was selling on Facebook and I wouldn't know if they're getting sales or not because there was no tools, just like I mentioned. So I would see a product, I thought it was cool, and then I'll put up ads. And if it didn't work, I won't know why. But these things solve that and you have a way higher success rate than ever before. First tool is called PP ads. It's my favorite tool. It's where I find all my winning products. And it's basically a software that shows you all of the ads that are running on TikTok, how much they're spending, what their impressions are, literally everything. That way you can determine if it's actually getting sales or not and if you should test it. PP ads ties in with their sister company, PP Spy. And this is the Chrome extension that shows you if they're actually getting sales. So you can go on their store, you can go on your Chrome extension, and you can see if they're actually getting sales in real time. So say if you found my store on PP ads, which is very possible, you might have already if you already know about dropshipping, but say you use this Chrome extension PP Spy, you could literally see if I just got a sale within the last 5 minutes or not. It's insane. It's the best thing I've ever used, and it's boosting my success rate by 1,000%. To be fair, these two softwares might look a little spendy, but they're literally so worth it. It's an investment. You're basically skipping the line of competition and knowing if a product's selling so you can test and have a higher success and make a ton of more money than if you didn't have it. So it's worth it. And I have a link in the description for 20% off both of these to save you a little money because obviously I got you. And the third thing is product fulfillment. And this is one of the most important things for a dropshipping business because if you don't have this on point, you're going to get lots of chargebacks and over time your store will just get shut down completely. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab AliExpress, rip it into a ball and throw it in the garbage. Because I have a private supplier that handles all my orders. She's literally the best. And you guys can get her for free by just DMing me on Instagram at LifeyBraden and just say supplier and I'll literally give it to her for free. This fourth tip might sound a little weird, but it's basically just not killing a product too early. And the reason why this one's so important to me because not only in the past, but recently there's a product that I changed the offer by like $2 or $3. It was like $22.99 and I changed it to $19.99 and just added more shipping to make up for that lost little margin. And it actually turned the profit from break even to profitable. The same scenario like I just told you happened multiple times in the past on multiple stores that done over 6 figures. And the only reason why I did this is the little tweak in the product price. And that literally goes hand in hand for product images and or the product description. Because say your product description is really bad, but everything else is good, that could actually stop people from buying it because maybe they're not understanding it and you're not explaining it good enough so they don't know what the product can do for you. But if you change up the product description, it can change the whole product and get a lot more sales. And the same thing goes for the product images as well. All these little tweaks combined can literally make or break an entire dropshipping product and or store. This tip was a little short, but this one's super important. Just remember when you test a product and if it's getting sales, but it's not making any money, it's just break even, you can literally make little tweaks like I just explained that can make the product be actually profitable. And last but not least, my 5th personal dropshipping tip is, I need a drum roll, to not give up. I know this sounds super cliche and corny, but there was so many times in the beginning of my dropshipping career to where I almost gave up because products weren't working. It took me like 10 products at the beginning to finally figure it out and make it work. But obviously now that I've experience, I caught a golden eye to where I can find products easier than ever. But that doesn't make me perfect nor the best because there's obviously weeks, if not months, to where there's a product that's not working for me, but I don't even care because I know that there's always gonna be a product I'm gonna find that's gonna make me another 7 figures because e-commerce is at its all-time spike. And because of this, there's always going to be room for profit no matter what. So moral of the story, never give up, especially at the beginning. It's going to be very, very challenging. It's going to be super overwhelming. There's going to be a lot of motivation lost because of this. But always remember, no matter what, just keep going. You're going to find a product, you're going to make a ton of money, and it's going to change your life. But until the next video with more free game, I'll catch you later.